The children of Josh and Susan Powell remain in the care of the missing mom's parents in Washington State, but there are concerns about their emotional well-being after being removed from their father's care. Sam Penrod has more on what the children might be going through.
Well, of course, the Powell children have gone through a lot the past couple of years, Deanie, with the disappearance of their mother, and then things have changed rapidly just over the past week. First, police arrested Steve Powell, the grandpa they had been living with. Then their dad lost custody, and now they're living with grandparents they have rarely seen over the past 22 months. One family therapist we talked to today believes the boys, ages 6 and 4, are confused and are likely traumatized.
Is there anything that...
As the two sons of Josh and Susan Powell move in with Chuck and Judy Cox, now their legal guardians, extended family members are expressing a sense of relief that they will be in a better environment. But for the boys, it's yet another change in their young lives.
The 4- and 6-year-old, they have no way to understand all these complex emotions and what's going on with this change. They don't know how to understand what's going on with all these complex situations and changes in their lives. Why is mom gone all of a sudden? Why am I not with dad anymore? Why have I seen my maternal grandparents for a couple years?
Jonathan Sherman, a marriage and family therapist, believes the Powell children are in need of aggressive counseling to help them process their future.
Are they going to be able to stay with Grandma and Grandpa long term? This is currently their current placement. Are they going to be returned to dad sometime when this is done? So there's a lot of back and forth, and kids thrive on stability and consistency, and they tend to act out and have more problems when they have instability.
Sherman says the best indication of how the boys are feeling and coping in life will come through play or art therapy.
Kids can express a lot through play. Through playing with, figures or in the sandbox or action figures or dolls or whatever, kind of express a lot visually what they can't express verbally.
Sherman believes the boys are each in a stage of grief response to losing their mother and the instability of their lives, which for someone of their age is very difficult to cope with.
So as hard as it is for adults to cope with grief and loss and huge change and traumatic experiences and death and whatever else, we at least have some understanding and some choices to make. Kids have very little understanding and no choices that they can make.
While the Powell children are now in the custody of their maternal grandparents, Josh Powell will be allowed a 3-hour supervised visit every weekend, and the judge will review this case again in about 6 weeks. We also understand that Chuck and Judy Cox will not be doing any more media interviews while they have custody of their grandsons.